Oh, this was not what I was expecting. I was in the game. Hello everybody, good morning. I hope you are doing well. I have a small adjustment to... Ooh, brighter? Too bright? About right. I have a new chair. A ridiculous, strange bench, stool, kneeling thing. So I will be in a weirder position and maybe, hopefully, I'll have a better posture. Hello. Oh, hello. So I was about to build this beach here, and I will get onto that in just one moment. Yo. So actually, just before I started streaming this morning, I was playing around with some world edit commands, trying to figure out how I could get a nice shape that I could use for the base. You want to see the chair? Alright, hold on. What has science done? There we go. You've seen it. What has science done? That's the real question. Oh, there's no music. Sorry, apologies. Let me do all of that. You're always forgetting something. I always forget one thing. Oh. Okay. Music. Yes, it is an interesting chair, but it is improving my posture. I am sitting upright instead of downright, I suppose is the opposite, maybe. So this is going to take a few commands to get right, but I'm going to give it a go. So let's take do approximate measurements. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do +1, and I'm going to go down. So we need to go down quite a long way because this is going to be a way larger shape than we actually need. So come down to about ESA. And now I'm going to generate a crazy shape. I'm going to do a G. Sand. Oh wait, let's use stone. We can change it to sand later. No, we can't. Let's use a different block that isn't going to fall. Let's use 22. I'm going to use Z squared greater than... Oh wait, no, y squared, sorry. Y squared greater than x squared plus z squared. Boom. Do it. Do it now. Oh, that is totally the wrong shape. It does look cool. Whoops. Okay. Wrong shape. Let's try that again. I think we need the opposite. That is, we need y squared less than x squared plus z squared. There we go. Now we have the inverse. And crucially, there we have this curved shape. Beautiful curve that we need. Let's try it, I suppose. Let's just try and get that in here. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, how I'm going to fit it. Also, it might be the wrong size. It's definitely not big enough, is it? It's this 1/4. Okay, let's undo that and we'll go further. Make it even bigger. A bigger shape. So bring it all the way over here. So do a +2. And we'll do the generate again. No, it's is a kneeling rest. So the stool is leaning like this, and the knees go like this. So you're basically it tilts the pelvis forwards so that you can't slouch as easily. It is not no footrest. It is a knee rest. This is a really, really amusing thing, and I would totally make a video, but I don't really do live action videos, but I would totally make a video of how stupid this looks. It has little wheels on it, so I can like move around, so I can do this. It's weird. Alrighty, I think we've got the right shape now. There's a little hole in the middle. So, take from here all the way up. Maybe we can do some stretching or deforming of the shape, which might help. How am I going to paste it in? That's the real question. Yeah. Yes, it does indeed have ridiculous wheels. Alright, I'm going to paste it down here and we'll just get like a comparison on and we can undo the paste. Hopefully. Okay, completely the wrong place. Yeah, no, I've never seen something like this before. I don't know, I think it should be kind of cool, to be honest. I mean, I spend... that's a pretty good shot, actually, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I don't want it to destroy the stones in the way that it has, but it looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I spend all day sitting in a chair at work, so I thought if I'm going to also sit in a chair at my house, I may as well make it like good posture. It does say on this chair not to use it all the time, but I'm not planning on using it all the time, so I think we'll be okay. So let me just paste this guy out somewhere, and then get rid of this huge blue chunk. Paste it over here. Hello, Trichong Yuan Fan. I like saying the foreign names because it's an exercise in what's the word? Linguistic gymnastics, I suppose. It's fun to say names that you don't know how to say them. Right up until that person is someone important and you say their name wrong. Alrighty. Set air. So we'll just get rid of the rest of that. Okay. Oh. Wow. You're quite slow because it's so much. Okay, so I want to stretch this out a bit, and I also want to twist it a little bit, maybe? Maybe I don't want to twist it, maybe I don't need to twist it. I do want to stretch it, so there is a way of doing that. Maybe I don't want to bother. Maybe I do. Ooh, tricky. Never know what to do in this situation. Do I want to spend the time to figure out how to do this or not? Let's have a go. Deform, is it? Expression is executed for each block and is expected to modify the parameters, the variables x, y, and z into a new block. So let's do x equals x times 1.2. And what happened? Oh, we just moved. Wait, what? We shrunk it. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but let's try then. X equals x times 0.8. Ah, so that did stretch it a bit, but it stretched it within the area a little bit. Oh, well, screw it. I'm going to try paste it in there, I think. So I need to figure out how to paste without doing... skips air blocks, skips pasting biomes, skips pasting entities, pastes on the original position, makes the region after pasting. I don't really want any of those. I don't. What I want is to not paste the. I want to not paste over the stone. How can I do that? Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I can just replace the stone. It's not that big deal. Okay. So let me just undo that. Actually, I'm just going to copy it from a place where I know where I want to be. So here is going to be the edge. So I'll just copy it from here. Cut. Fly down here. Yes, so this is a trick that I was practicing just this morning. It's using World Edit expressions. So it's an expression, so you can use any mathematical expression at all. And having studied mathematical physics, mathematical expressions are I would like to say they are my forte, but I've forgotten almost everything, and so some basic stuff is eluding me, but it is kind of working. So yes, let's do that. It's a real shame that I can't paste. That's fine. Alright, I'm just going to replace this whole area with sand, and then we'll just get on to kind of blending it in. Let's turn it to sand. There we go. Now we have some... Oh, missed a spot. Let me grab a... Nah, screw it. I'll just... You know, I should get rid of those just in case. ER, sphere, sand, no, stone, 20, stone, that worked, mask 22, there we go. Righty, so this is very regular, but we can deal with that, I think. I will attempt to deal with that. But for now I'm going to go for some rocks. BR rock, stone, 7, 90. Yes. Whoa, that's not what I intended. I was trying to find if there was some nice way of creating this plane, like a plane through the box, but I couldn't find anything, so yeah, I was forced to resort to this much more difficult equation-based technique, but it does seem to have worked pretty well. I mean, it's probably not the right shape for a beach. I wonder what the mathematics of beach shape is like. Like, be somewhat interesting actually. There's probably some interesting maths involved in how a beach itself is actually shaped. So I'm actually going to bring this around to try and reshape it a little bit, less of a square, I suppose. Oh, it's way too big. Let's get a smaller brush now. We're doing a bit too big. This is a rock brush. Rock brush is one of the World Edit brushes, so this is part of World Edit's suite of tools, and it is super useful. See, it really speeds up the process of well, constructing rocks. So let's find out where the water level is, because below the water level we're less concerned. So the water level is about, yeah. I do like this kind of little cliff that we've actually accidentally made here, so I think I'm going to try and maintain that. But I'm going to do a lift. It's going to lift a little bit so we get more of a cliff. This is using a Voxel Sniper brush, it's the lift brush. Allow lifting of the terrain. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It does what it says on the tin, really. So I'm just gonna lift a little bit around here, and I am creating some noise, but I can quickly resolve that with a blend brush, blend ball. I'm gonna break up this quite round rock here as well, just because while I'm at it, may as well. Alright, let's grab a blend ball in here, and we'll do a bit size, about 7 maybe. And this allows us to just blend these areas in a little bit. We get rid of those weird chunks. Yes, okay. And now the tricky part. The blending in of the sand. It's going to take some time. So in the meantime, I had some prompts prepared. I want to talk about how to get better at building in Minecraft. I'm going to do this in the lens of my personal experiences with Minecraft. To be honest, when I started at Minecraft, I was terrible. Really bad at building. And it was... To begin with, I mean, my ambition was far beyond my skill. Like, I wanted to build things that were awesome, and they weren't. Hello, Gabrielle. This might be an adventure map one day, I don't know. It is just building for the sake of building at this point. And you can see it's quite a large area. This is the biggest build I've ever attempted, so it's been going on for some time now, some months, this particular section. I shouldn't have built out at the top there, actually. We're going to need all that space we can get, because I want to break up this this beach here a little bit. So yes, when I started Minecraft, I had some epic ideas, but I wanted to play in survival, so that's a little bit of a distraction, really. And so some of the things that I built to begin with, I built a gigantic throne, or not gigantic, but it's like a throne. It was like maybe 10 blocks high, and it was this was before the lighting update, so it was inside a room where the walls were entirely in shadow. So I built a cylinder, a sphere of size like 30 by hand using stone tools, because I didn't want to waste my iron tools. That's what a mistake. And then I collected gold over the course of the rest of the game, and I built this gigantic, well, not even gigantic, but large golden throne. But I mean, it looks rubbish by comparison with what can be built in creative mode. And really what I was looking for, I think, was creative mode, but I just didn't want to... I suppose I wanted the game that was survival mode. I kind of like the idea of the game. I would say probably one of the first things for becoming a good builder in Minecraft is get short of survival mode, really. It's just a hindrance. And yeah, you can do some real cool stuff in survival mode, but trying to build gigantic megastructures are a waste of time, really, in survival. I mean, it can be done, but it's not an exercise in building, it's an exercise in masochism, basically. Hi Tyler, how are you this morning? I've been working on, this is where the cave was that I was working on yesterday, and I've just come around the corner here to beach. Actually, this isn't what I was working on yesterday, this is the day before yesterday. Yeah, I'm working this beach in now, and I've used tool to generate the sand, so it's going hopefully a bit quicker than usual, but I am going to work over a bit by hand, which is what I'm doing right now. So there's your 5-second re-up, I suppose. And I was dispensing some wisdom on the topic of how to get good at building. I mean, this is quite late in the game, so probably no one here needs to know, but I'm going to talk anyway. So, yes, first off, survival mode. Do some cool stuff with it, but I think it's mostly useful for stuff that... It's more the mechanics, I think, are interesting, because you can actually use them. There's no point in building a mob farm in creative mode, for example. It doesn't achieve anything, it doesn't look pretty, and there's just no need, whereas there is in survival. So I suppose that's the cool element of survival. But in terms of building, that is. one thing I was really disappointed about actually when Minecraft started was building was trivially simple for survival mode. I was like, oh, it's going to be cool. They're going to be like zombies attacking. We're going to need to build defenses. You know, it's called survival mode, right? So I'm expecting the zombies to be attacking every night and like breaking down the doors, and they didn't start breaking down the doors until years later, which was well, it was a bit disappointing. Alrighty, I think when I stretched it that I broke the shape of it. It's kind of unfortunate. I think there's probably a good tool I could use for adding some noise here. In fact, I'm going to try it. No. Let's see what a blend ball does on this just before I do anything else. Because if a blend ball wrecks this, then I know not to do anything more. Maybe not. Maybe the blend ball just fixes it. Yeah, I think it does. Blend ball just adds a little bit more, just makes it a little bit less uniform. Boom. Why not? It's nice. Okay, well that was easy. So there's the beach itself mostly. Yeah, I think it's fine. So we got to do some things with stones. Let's get the water level. So water level. Let me just grab some block here. I'll just place it. My laptop screen turned off. Second laptop. I nearly said, Alexa, turn on the laptop. That wouldn't have worked. So I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself like that. I sometimes find myself actually with Alexa now. I'm walking down the street. I'm like, I wonder what temperature it is, and I have to stop myself from saying out loud, Alexa, weather, which is probably a bad sign, really. Getting dependent on the machines. Alrighty, so this is the water level, so everything above here is important, everything below here is less important, so I'm just wanting to get the right shape generally down there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and make these a bit more filled out so we don't have what looks like a cluster of rocks. I mean, it is supposed to look like a cluster of rocks, but slightly prettier and more believable one than one that is just flat sand with a bunch of giant, huge boulders stacked on top of it. So I want to kind of hide the edges a bit. So where was I before I was distracted? Oh yes, I was up to the part where I. Well, let me finish talking about some of the other ridiculous constructions that I tried to build with Minecraft survival mode. I think probably the most successful one I did was before I understood, or I don't know, this was way back before I even studied physics, so I didn't know my mathematics very well. And I thought I could build a circle using a very crude methodology. And so I have this I don't even know, it's like almost a hemisphere. It's made of, so the easy way to make kind of a curve shape, a pseudo curve in Minecraft, is to go 5 blocks and then in one, and then 4 blocks, and then in one, and then 3 blocks, and then so on. And so I did this, and I thought this would make me a cylinder, a sphere, but of course it didn't. And then I just kind of did a weird thing with the edges, so it's kind of a square. But I then took, this was just after the Nether was introduced, so I then went to the Nether and I got a lava bucket, and I built a ridiculous obsidian construction. Like it was a spiral of obsidian with lava underneath and glass. It took me just, I drained like, well, I didn't drain a lava lake, but I drained a lava pond, which I was impressed at. But again, it took me ages, like days and days, and I could have built it in moments. No, I'm just winging this one. There's no plan really at all. I would like to say that I mean I had a plan that involves sketching, but it will be sketched after the fact. I had a plan for how I could make a time lapse where it's shot from overhead, and it's like dual thing where I'm drawing a map of the terrain, and as I'm drawing it, simultaneously it cuts to the time lapse of it being built. I thought that would be super cool to do. So like there's a hand drawing out what's happening, and then behind it it's like fading into a time lapse where it's being built in Minecraft. But I mean that would be, oh goodness me, that would be an extreme challenge for my editing skills. So I probably won't do that, to be honest. Alrighty, yeah, are we supposed to be doing underwater here? Hello. Guys, no blames, friend. It's just fine. We are here early in the morning, and it is on a Saturday when I'm not normally streaming. But I just felt like it this morning. I'm concerned, since it's so early and that I'm in a different location, that my girlfriend will wander in without realising that I'm streaming. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. Alrighty, we should fill out this area here, so let's just do that real quick. BR cylinder sand 10. One more. That at least fills out that area. And I suppose really I should stretch this in. So let's do mask air. So I'm just going to kind of stretch this out a little bit, because otherwise it's a bit weird to have just this beach immediately vanishing. And I mean, I know we could spend all day under the sea, but I'm not going to. So I'm just gonna a little bit. Dragon's breath candy. What do you mean it has liquid nitrogen in the candy? Oh, that's cool. Dillards. But what is it? Dragon's breath candy? Is it like, what do you mean it has liquid nitrogen? I don't get it. Like, what is it? Like I'm confused. Tell me your secrets. What was I up to? Oh yes, I was describing the quadrangle as it became known. On another occasion, actually, I spent a whole weekend with a friend of mine who never played Minecraft with me since. And we mined out a gigantic well, like a throne room, I suppose, but a gigantic room with it took a whole weekend, so it's probably like 8 hours to do on each day. So it's probably 16 hours in total. 2 people mining with stone pickaxes to do just solid mining. Actually, we might have had iron pickaxes by this point, but yeah, he never played Minecraft with me after that. I don't know why he agreed, to be honest. I don't know why he did it. It was a bit weird. Really burnt him out, though. Anyway, the moral of the story was I was wasting my time trying to build mega constructions in survival mode, and then actually I don't know if there are any I don't know if there are any of any channel historians here, but if anybody remembers the first video on this channel, I think it's still there. That video, it's like a stone angel. That was the first time I constructed anything organic, and that was built in survival mode in my survival world. This same world that I'm talking about. I think that's the only video on my channel that took place in that world. After that, I was on to some much more epic constructions in creative mode, and I built the hand, and so the hand was kind of a baptism by fire for me. It was the first time I built anything large and organic, and my advice for learning how to do that is just to do it, to study the object that you want to make, And while others are out partying, study your own hand. No, yeah, study the object you want to make in absolute, infinitesimal detail. And specifically, the main technique I used was to take photographs and then cross-section them. So I took a photograph of my hand. It was holding an orange. It was like this, and I took a photo from this way, and from this way, and from this way, and from this way, and then I imported that into MS Paint, scaled it to the right size, and then basically copied that out into the game. Then I just kind of fudged it after that. And I mean, it wasn't great, but the key thing was really studying extremely hard the object, and as I say, using MS Paint as a guide, I think, is a great technique to begin with. And just doing this, you learn how all of these like natural forms translate into the Minecraft world. What does a saddle shape look like? What does a gentle curve look like? What do all these various natural shapes that we see in the natural world, what do they look like in Minecraft? And you might think you know, but you don't really know until you've kind of tried it and practiced it. And you learn these shapes, and it all becomes a lot easier. Anyway, I think that'll do for the beach, actually. Since my first video, what do you mean, the first stream, or my first ever video? Probably has changed somewhat. I don't remember the first video where I talked. I'm sure it's quite embarrassing, actually. I suppose actually the main thing, the main number one thing with building in Minecraft is to not give up. It's very easy to give up. Quite often you have these grand visions and you start building and you realise it's not going to work and you just want to give up. But as soon as you give up, like, it hits, I think it dents, not only does it mean your build never gets built, but it also dents your confidence and it makes it much harder to start that next time. So to not give up, I mean, I've given up so many builds and it sucks. Like, there would be maybe twice as many time-lapses on my channel if I hadn't given up on so many builds. Sometimes you get, like, most of the way through, and then... Oh yeah, that's probably the first one, actually. Oh, I've done the wrong thing there. That's brush BB, which I don't want. Yeah, I'm not. BB. There we go. I don't know what World Edit's BB is, but it's not the right thing, I think. Oh, kills our stone, apparently, unfortunately. Just gonna blend through here a little. I'm gonna get the water back in just so we can see where it is. Oh, interesting. It's a good technique. The problem with I think using 3D models and importing them directly is that quite often you lose the kind of charming Minecraft aesthetic, I suppose. Goodness, I need to try and get the water back in here, but I don't really know how. Well, actually, maybe I can. No, that's not going to work either. I'm going to select in here. Oh, by the way, for anyone who didn't see this area, this is what this cave ends up looking like. Which is kind of cool, I think. Yeah, if you import 3D models, quite often it looks a bit strange. Minecraft has this weird duality where, for large models, you have to remember that not only is it a large 3D model, but it's also a model in Minecraft, and models in Minecraft have some slightly different rules about them. So, for example, 3D model has unlimited detail, so if you want to import a small detail, like, say, a character's ear or their eye or whatever, it's a lot, well, you can't do it. You have to be very careful because you know, that kind of detailing in Minecraft is not possible, and so you end up with just kind of a formless shape, basically. And I mean, I'm not saying this is an easy thing to do, but that's a lot of the skill, I think, of building organics in Minecraft, is to figure out how you can represent these shapes in less space than you need. Really, that's basically the problem. You have less space than you need to represent some very small shapes in Minecraft, and so how you do that is an interesting prospect. Huh? Yeah, I think that's it now. So there is a lot, like, that is not, let me tell you, that was not, I didn't wing that. That was the result of, like, enormous amounts of planning. Is basically how that happened. And I mean, if you look, they're not very good. The membranes, for example. If you look, there are lots of problems with them. They don't look natural. They look kind of clunky and blocky. What did I just do? I didn't do that. Alright. So, let's see what we got. All of that for just this little beach. Oh, it took ages. Oh well, it looks good though, I think, which is nice. That's the important thing. Okay. So, that's cool. I guess we need to work this edge here now, underneath the tree here. Maybe we can get some, I don't want to say more palm trees, but I think it's more palm trees. Oh no. Let's smooth off the top anyway. So I'm going to try maybe we'll try a melt brush. Melt can work quite well for smoothing an area like this. Not like that, it can't. Let's make it a bit smaller brush, a bit too big at the moment. Maybe a 5. So this should just kind of, well, it melts. It melts, like, it doesn't melt the blocks. That's not a technical term really, but it spreads the blocks horizontally and doesn't really move them vertically, which is good for a situation like this where I want to kind of flatten an area out. I know there's probably better ways of doing it, but I don't know what they are, so this works pretty well for making a nice slightly flatter area. I'm going to let these areas remain rocky since they are out in the sea. Oh, there's a hole there. That. And we go in here. Oops. I dropped my gunpowder. Just add water. It's a gun now. Nice. Okay. What? Let's try that again. That worked. Here. Okay. Over to here. I think this is right now. No. Oh, sorry guys. I'm just trying to be lazy and make no mistake. Again. It's got it. Okay. Give it the selection now. Okay. This is annoying, isn't it? This little line of stuff. I don't know how to get rid of that. Can I do that? Rid of it somehow? Oops. That's not what I meant. Anyway, let's just construction over here for now. I think I want to overlay some grass. Have a go with some grass. So I'm going to do the overlay D2. I want some of the dirt, so I'm going to put dirt over some areas. Pretty much the whole area, in fact. There's no reason not to. maybe not right to the end actually, because it's going to be a bit infer that it would be a bit wind and water swept, and a bit salty. Let's avoid getting any. I mean, dirt can go all the way to the edge maybe, but I don't really want super thick, lush grass all the way at the end. Doesn't make sense. I should also finish the roots. I said I was going to do that. I haven't done it yet. We'll bring it up to here, and we'll say that the dirt is being washed away at that point. Alrighty. Just going to bring some down here too. I still haven't done the base of this tree actually. I should probably do that as well. So much to do. Goodness me. Okay, let's do the roots first, because that's kind of a somewhat interesting job. So we do BR rock. I'm going to do 1715. That's the name of this jungle bark block. I'm going to do a size of 1.15. Oh, what does that do? Interesting. I don't know what that does. It's not what I want though. 1.5 and 90. So this can do really cool things. Allow us to create these like cool, really root-shaped structures. It's basically like a little, somewhat random. Well, it's just kind of a random block generator, more or less. Making a block that I target randomly grow, essentially. Which I think is works real nice. We need a bigger one here, I think. Let's go for a 2.5 here. Use this to just extend it down a little, and then we'll go for 2. And then we go for just 0.5 again. So we'll just create some real quick and easy chunky boy roots. Nice. Yes. There we go. Cool. So maybe we can bring it through here as well. Maybe it will hit the target that I'm aiming at. Or maybe not. Well. Yeah, I'm just going to use this all over actually on these roots, because I hadn't discovered this technique at this point. So when I extend the roots a bit and make them a bit more rooty, you know what I'm saying? Root-like. So these roots actually go down into the cave, or at least some of them do, I think. I think it's the same roots. Some of them are just made up, some of them are fake roots down there, but some of these roots actually do go all the way down. Roots. And this guy to worry about too. I think maybe since he's coming to the edge here that I can get away with making it like not coming down into the sea. Do. Yes, that looks awesome. I suppose the next thing is to grass on this area and then trees on this area. I don't want to do more freaking palm trees, but I guess sometimes you've got to bite the bullet and build a palm tree or two. It does, it's a bit squiddy, isn't it? You know what, maybe we can make some more interesting shapes here too. There's no reason this area should be boring. In fact, why don't we make the route, the route up here to the cave. Where's the cave? There's the cave. Maybe there's no need to make a route down there, we can leave the route there. Oh, maybe we could have another entrance to the cave actually, maybe that would be cool. Let's do that. BR rock air. Air. Does that work? What? Yeah, it did, I think. It's just I've equipped a rock brush like every other time. I love the rock brush. Just use a size 3 maybe. I'm going to do mask, dirt, grass, stone. I'm going to try maybe dig it in somewhere interesting, so say here. Dig it in. Oh, it's dark. Oh, and there we have it. A little way in. So dark. Goodness me. Let me grab a torch so I can see what's happening here. We can get a torch here. It's kind of so that it can be seen from down below. Yes, cool, cool. And yes, looks cool from out here too. Alright, but I do want to have, while I'm at it, I wanted to do something with this area to make it a bit more exciting than just jungle terrain. I wonder whether we could put a path in, maybe? Maybe a path leading up to there. Would be cool. So I would do that. First of all, I'd want to reshape the area. I suppose pack dirt, perhaps? Coarse dirt? Wait, actually, you know what? I'm going to make it... It's tricky. It's tricky to know the order to do things in sometimes. Let's put grass on anyway. Overlaid one. And grab the grass. I'm just going to overlay this all over. Starting up here. Fortunately, it doesn't target the. Oops. Do I want it to go now? I'm not sure I do. Yep. Make it a bit bigger. Fortunately, it doesn't hit the tree trunk, which is good. I don't, of course, want it to overlay the tree too much. If I can pop it. Ooh. Maybe I should. I might put another vine up here. Actually, it'd be cool to have vines hanging down over here because this is going to be kind of a more of a detail area than I was expecting, really. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it at that, and if the grass wants to grow, it can. Yes, so D is for depth. So D1 is depth of 1, D3 is depth of 3. You can also do the name of the command here. If you do dash overall, it will overlay over everything, including non-typical natural terrain blocks. So normally it only overlays over kind of stone, grass, dirt, such. So, oh wow, we've got a lot of vines coming down now. How did they get down? I thought I was careful about this, wasn't I? Do they grow? Do vines grow sideways? I'm sure I didn't place this many vines in places where they could get down. vines grow sideways? I definitely didn't put vines there, I'm sure. Alright, well, it's kind of a bomber. Is there a maximum vine length? Can I, like, stop them from just growing down to infinity? I don't really want that. So, next thing then. Yes, I'm gonna terraform this area to be a bit smoother. I don't like how rough it is. I'm gonna use a blend ball again, BBB, and gonna use a small one, like 6 maybe. I'm just gonna blend the Caduzy out of this. The blend it like smooth, really quite smooth. I'm bored of quite how rough this area is. Okay, will do. And let's go now for a B overlay again, and we'll do a B10. Hopefully now, if we... that was, but hopefully it wasn't anything important. Accidentally hit the block with. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. A bit smoother. And we can put some more trees, I think. Yes, yes, yes. I also want to work this area up here, so let's do that, because I want it to be smooth. Oh, we got more updates. Faster weld edit. Who knows what it is? I'm not going to install it. I probably should, shouldn't I? Update my software, but make me. Alright, yeah, I was going to put some packed dirt in, actually. So let's do B, sphere, 2, mass, dirt, 1, grass, BR. Yeah, maybe I can put, I'm thinking I might put some more, like, the hanging vines in, a bit longer, yeah. What's wrong with that? Oh, interesting. I see. 2, and 1 mask, and dirt, 1, and grass. Alrighty, so let's just make a little bit of a path here. I know I haven't done that anywhere else, but screw it. Try and stop me. Just a little bit of track. It's cool. And now we can get some. You know what, I'm gonna go for some more vines because I'm thinking about it. Is it called Lianos, the big hanging boys? This whole thing is gonna be completely drenched in vines, but I guess that's fine. It's okay. The regular vines, that is. See here. I'm gonna hang this down here. Righty. Let's bring it up through here, I suppose. So let me grab a BR cut. What brush? What is this even? 15913. BR cut and a 15913. Let's do like a 1.5. Let's try that. Okay, that's nowhere near long enough. We need like 5 times as long as that. No, not 15. That's ridiculous. Let's do 5 and see what happens. Cool, that works. I'm gonna go for some leaves then. What is these leaves called? Oh, it's dark oak leaves, isn't it? But I think they have a different number, don't they? They are 1611, but it's not 1611 that I want. It's 1615, I think. BR sphere. 90% air. 10%. 151. 5. Small. Mask air. It's not the right block. 1611. Alrighty. There we go. And just gonna target all the way along. Look, we'll have. Let's turn off the. I think I'm getting a lot of leaf lag at the moment, so we just turn off the fancy graphics. Really speed things up. I did briefly, but now we're going to load everything again and it'll probably slow down again. Nice, okay. Here we are. Another big hanging boy. Where can I make it go? Where is it? Is that it? That's here. Cool. Let's bring it around, maybe. And maybe we can have it hanging down here too. Why not? So bring it from here and also down here. Let's do the same brush as I did before, was it? Which one was it? It doesn't matter, I just get it back. Let's do size 7. Crazy. It's too much. Let's do, let's keep it at kind of size 4 maybe. We'll add in the leaves. Ooh. Did we get any leaves up there? Did they just not? Did he just get unlucky and not spawn any? Oh no, we did. Got loads of leaves there, in fact. Probably don't need any more. And let's bring this around a little more, and maybe we can join it onto the other stem. Where did it go? There's one here. And we can just have it join on here. Cool, and that means we can have one more end to hang down somewhere. Where is it gonna go? So it's gonna end up over here, where it goes now. Go, there it is. Let's bring it over. Just have it hang down here. Oops. I was going to think about wrapping it around again, but probably shouldn't. Just let it hang. And I think there may be too much. Whoops. Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. Maybe too many leaves on these guys. I think they click too many times. More careful. There we go. Cool, cool. I didn't put any leaves on the stem back over here, so let's just do that. So through here. There we go. And I suppose I should put some vines on, even if the vines are going to behave badly, which they appear to be doing. It's not that big a deal. We've learnt a lesson about the vines anyway. They will behave badly no matter what you do. I'm just going to kind of code this thing. Which I think could look pretty cool, even if they are like fully hanging. Nice. Alrighty. So that was done. Nope. These would be cool if they had a maximum length, I think. I mean, if they're at the length they are now, it looks super cool. Alrighty, anyway. Before I was distracted. I'm working on doing the... I think I was going to do vegetation here now. Unless there's anything else needs doing here. No, I think we're good. I think we can just vegetate this area. BR. Maybe we could overlay it a bit more. Overlay. D1. Alrighty. So it's gonna be tree. It's bee tree. Jungle tree. Jungle bush. That's the right one. I'm just going to spread these guys around a little bit, particularly want to make sure they're not on that path, so that we have like an open path. I'm doing just fine, thanks. How are you this morning? Gaming bro. And hello, M4EB7. Let's go for a jungle, small jungle. And I'm gonna just spread that one around. Too much. I think I want to take it all the way up to the actual base of the tree as well, but maybe we'll do that later. Tall jungle. Okay, well, hello. Oh, it's just called a jungle tree. Jungle. There we go. Hello, 4EB7. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. That sounds good. I wish I had that for breakfast. I don't know what I'll have. Maybe I'll have maybe some rye bread with some cheese. I've kind of adopted that from my girlfriend. She likes to have rye bread, so I've started having rye bread now. I used to not like it, but now I kind of like it. So hey, no worries. Although this is a little bit weird, so I'm gonna stop now. So it's gonna spread some more bone meal all over. And, what's your favorite breakfast, guys? I know there are some viewers out there who like to eat breakfast. Personally, I usually have a double breakfast. I usually have something like rye bread, and then I get to work and I have more because it's free, so why would you not? So I usually have peanut butter as well. Toast is nice. I have a girlfriend and I have a job, so yes, I think the answer is yes. I will do that. In fact, I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably gonna have some breakfast real soon. And after that, I think I probably won't be back, so when that happens... Oh, goodness. Shouldn't talk about food, actually. It's definitely not going to help. I don't know who you are, and I assume you're many, many, many miles away, so I mean that, for a start, discounts that possibility, apart from the fact that I do love my girlfriend very dearly, so... No! Bone meal is done. Maybe a little more. Cool, we have a little bit of a visible path there. It's nice. Far away from you, I assume. Okay, well, I guess I'll be forever alone eating my breakfast. Sad times. No one likes to eat breakfast. Yes, actually, I think it's about time for me to call it for now. But a little bit more progress, a little bit, yeah, a little bit of improvement, a little bit more progress. More work to be done, no doubt, as always. So I am gonna say thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Anybody watching in post, thank you for making it this far. You may be the only person watching in post at this point. So thank you everybody, and bye-bye. Oh, interesting. I cannot see your message there, Yuri. That's funny. Oh no, wait, I can. Never mind. I usually eat like so much peanut butter every morning. It's just ridiculous. Like, I get through like 2/3 of a tub every morning. Thank you for watching, Yuri. I hope to see you next time. Bye!